Hey everybody, I'm Anthony, and this is Buzzcast episode 11. With me I have...
Zeb Reichert.
And Addison.
Alright, well, today is a beautiful November night. It's our first episode of November. Last week I was away, so was Zane. Zane is still away, but it's okay, we have Zeb. Anyway, so today's topics we're going to start with will be the Guardians of the Galaxy. Not even the Guardians of the Galaxy. There is an overseas promoter which released almost like a concept poster for the upcoming movie, in which we see all of the main Guardians. From Star-Lord to Rocket Raccoon to Groot, and so on and so forth. But it looks really cool. So Zeb, yay or nay for this concept poster?
I give it a yay. It harkens back to a lot of older poster art. I'm a huge fan of the Star Wars poster art that's like wonderfully crafted, beautifully painted. Newer poster art, I just am not a big fan of it because they just take some pictures of the people, the actors in their costumes from the movie and just Photoshop that together and go, hey, here's your poster. It just
like Avengers.
Yeah, it's not a work of love anymore to me. It's just plastered together. No matter how much work it might take in Photoshop, it just doesn't seem genuine to me. But this poster actually looked really, really good to me. Drax, the Destroyer, looks a little bit off because I always imagined him being a bit more green than he appears in it. But I really liked the other characters' art and their concept a lot. It looked really good to me.
Okay. Addison, yay or nay for the concept poster?
I give it a yay. It looks awesome. What really gets me is Star-Lord's mask, because I really didn't know if they were going to give him the mask, because I know they were at the booth at San Diego Comic-Con. They had a mannequin head with the mask on, but that could mean really anything. But the poster's cool. I like how Rocket Raccoon is standing on Groot's shoulder
with a huge gun. That's like as tall as he is.
Because if you read the comics, that those two have a relationship. So
Friendship.
I mean, it's a relationship. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Just keep going.
Yay.
All right. I will also give it a yay. I'm gonna keep mine brief. It just was cool. Like Zeb said, it was it showed love that they made this poster. It wasn't like the Avengers poster, which was legit. Everyone stood on a green screen with a big fan in front of them, and they took a picture and brought the contrast. So, I'm going to give it a huge yay. I hope they stick with this kind of poster. They might touch it up a little bit, but I wouldn't change that much about it. All right, well, our next topic will be... excuse me. So, a list of toys has released for the new Transformers movie, Age of Extinction, and... one of the toys listed was Galvatron. For those of you who do not know, and I think it was the first Transformers
movie.
Yep.
The first Transformers cartoon movie.
Optimus Prime and Megatron have a big battle, and
in the very beginning of the
movie. Shock to everybody. But anyway, both of them die. Well, Unicron, the giant moon transformer
that eats worlds.
Yeah, the Galactus transformer comes in and brings back Megatron as this. It's the same entity.
It's the same entity because it's the same core.
Yeah, but it's known as Galvatron. Now, Galvatron is just
a souped-up Megatron.
Yeah, a souped-up Megatron that just seemed to make up for all of Megatron's. There were flaws that Megatron had that were just kind of silly bad guy stuff, and Galvatron just seemed to be truly awesome monstrous. But so there's a Galvatron toy listed to come out. Now, does this mean that we will see Galvatron in the upcoming Age of Extinction?
Oh God, I hope so.
And does that also mean that we're going to see Ultron? Not Ultron.
Unicron.
Unicron. Did I say Ultron the first time?
No, you said Unicron the first
time. Unicron in the fourth movie. So Zeb, yay or nay for Galvatron maybe appearing?
I am so yay.
And the toy.
Yeah, I know, right? I am so yay just for what that implies. Like, if we have a Galvatron toy, more than likely we're going to see Galvatron in this movie, which means Megatron's going to come back one more time, getting resurrected by hopefully Unicron or some big baddie like him as Galvatron. Like, I love that. I know it's kind of horrible that in this Transformers continuity that we have with the movies, that yes, Megatron's died and he's been resurrected already, but I just love that story. The Unicron coming and and all that stuff. So I would love to see this. So I'm yay.
What
Very
about the
yay.
toy?
The toy, yes, because of what it implies.
All right.
That's why. Also, I can't wait to see what the toy looks like because all of the original Transformers are really blocky, but these new ones are much more spindly and mechanical looking. So I'd love to see what they do with the Galvatron. So,
Yeah, and one last thing before I get to Addison is the whole point of this movie was made because the company had made toys that were not selling. So the main Autobots that will be shown are toys that did not sell in the last time they were trying to make profit.
Right, yeah. Fun fact about the first Transformers movie, they killed all of those Transformers, like Optimus Prime and Megatron, to sell new toys. That's all they did that for. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So
Addison, yay or nay for Galvatron? The Galvatron toy possibly leading to Galvatron appearing in the Age of Extinction.
I give it a yay. I think it's pretty cool hint to the fans, kind of a Easter egg in the toys. But I don't think we'll see
Unicron.
I know we'll probably see him in the movies, but I see this as Michael Bay just like, I'm gonna get a fifth one. I promise I'll get a fifth one.
I mean, if they tease Unicron in the end or something like that, I wouldn't mind that too much.
I'm sure they're probably going to use Unicron as like a giant cloud, like Galactus.
Oh dear God,
it's
no!
It's just be a giant cloud.
It's a giant cloud that eats worlds.
You're just gonna see like Megatron just kind of slowly going towards this giant storm cloud, and then just swirling around,
like little nanobots or something like that. Oh
yeah.
Oh, that's the last thing we need. Another.
But yeah, I give it a yay. The toy will probably look cool in every kind of version of Galvatron. He's always you could tell he's still Megatron, but he looked just cooler.
Yeah, he's got like spikes on his head, and
he might come back as a dinosaur version, since Age of Extinction seems to be
Dinobots.
The Dinobots are going to be in it. That's another reason why I want to watch
so
it.
it could be like a dragon, like he was in Beast Wars.
I've not actually, besides Transformers 1, I've not actually looked forward to any of the Transformers movies, but I kind of look forward to this because me Grimlock smash.
I can't wait to see Marky Mark take on the Transformers.
Yeah. But I don't know. For me, I think it's funny that I was excited for 2 to come out. I was the one I was most excited for. But it's funny that Harry Potter and the Hunger Games are going to break down their last 2 movies because they're too long. I feel like Transformers 2, Rise of the Fallen, should have been at Part A and Part B because it was so long. But no, I'm going to give it a yay for both. But the only side effect is it's funny because in comic books, we know things because, we're like, so Thor, Iron Man, there has to be an Avengers movie coming since they're all made at the same time. Our comic books give them away. But a movie based on toys, we figure out what's going on based on what toys are coming out. I just think that's kind of cool. But I give it a yay. I wasn't really a big fan of the toys just because I like the simple look. I don't know. There's something about being too complicated that doesn't make sense to me. Then I feel like if one little nick happens, you shouldn't be able to transform back.
Well, that's one of the exactly. Yeah, no, that's one of the downfalls I think that the toys and the movie has is that it's too complicated because. What was one of the biggest problems everyone has with the movies? I can't see the action because everything's moving too fast, and so that's one of my biggest things about like the entire Transformers movies is that, and the toys are just like that. It's like they're just all over the place. So how are we going to transform them correctly? And so actually, that's what I'm hoping. Michael Bay, or is Michael Bay not directing the next one? Or
he is.
He is. Yeah, he is. Like, I hope that's something that he takes away from all of the ones before. Is that maybe slow down the action a bit because people would rather see one battle that's 2-on-2 Transformers versus one battle that's like 8 Transformers against another 8 Transformers all over the place.
Yeah.
And we can only see like split seconds of it because it just takes away from the movie. It's not good. Anyway,
but I'm gonna give it a yay. So. We're going to move to our third topic. Now, Zeb's going to tell me with this one. The upcoming second Hobbit movie is the Desolation of Smaug. Smaug. So, anyway, in the trailers for the upcoming Hobbit sequel, we will see, we will get a trailer for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, finally. And it'll be more than the Electro thing that we saw, which was awesome, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It proved that, yes, a black man can be Electro because he's blue anyway.
I know, right?
But, yes.
God.
Then Desolation of Smaug is coming out in 2013. So what do you guys think of them saying we're not going to release this trailer until Spider-Man? Zeb, yay or nay?
I think it's hilarious because it's just going to give
Hobbit.
Hobbit a lot of revenue because people are gonna come in just to see the trailer. For some people, it's just gonna be that. But no, I give it a yay. It's actually a really good advertising scheme. It just gets people seeing it. Like, I don't need that advertisement because I'm already going to see the movie, but there are some people that still need to get that. And it also gets people that are watching these hero movies to see, oh, wait, there's this really cool, adventure movie that's going to be coming out. I need to see the first one so they can watch the next one. So then they go buy the DVD of the Hobbit on an Unexpected Journey. And then they go, oh man, I really want to see this next Hobbit. And they go see the next Hobbit. Like, it's a great chain. Like, fine, go ahead and do that. It works for you, and it's not hurting anybody, so I give it a yay.
All right, Addison, yay or nay for the trailer coming out during the Hobbit sequel?
I give it a yay. I think this is really smart, and the way he announced it was awesome because he announced it in Elvish on his Twitter. So I think
really,
yeah, he got a picture of it saying in Elvish that Amazing Spider-Man 2 will be in the Hobbit 2 trailer.
That's fantastic.
So
I need to find this.
It's like this is just another reason for me to go see the Hobbit because I loved the first one. I don't care what the book purists say about it. I thought it was just fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. I can't wait to see Benedict Cumberbatch as the dragon.
Actually, on that note, real quick, I'm actually okay with Benedict Cumberbatch being Smaug now because in the first kind of teaser they had him talk, like it was just his voice, like you actually heard him talking, and I was kind of disappointed in that because they didn't change it. He didn't sound like a dragon to me at all. And then in this latest trailer, he actually talks, and his voice has been given that tuning to sound deep and rumbly and angry. So even though it's Benedict Cumberbatch, it sounds like a dragon. It actually sounds angry and ancient and
the sexiest dragon in the world. Oh no!
What are you saying, Addison?
That voice.
Come to my bed, little one. Okay.
Oh, Smaug, your size.
All right.
What?
Well, I'm going to give it a yay. I think this was a great marketing technique, especially since the fact that you're, promoting a fellow director's movie. And, I mean, it just shows how close, directors go. Because directors, everyone wants to think that they're trying to compete against each other, which, they are for the most part. But also...
Sometimes they just want to make movies.
Yeah, no, they understand how hard it is to make a movie. And, I mean, these are two big movies anyway. They're going to have a huge following no matter what. But, I don't know. It was just really cool that they're like, I'm not going to show any footage until this movie. So good luck seeing it. Grant, as soon as I guarantee at midnight at 12:30, there will already be people are just going to go watch it on their phones, videotape it, come back home, and then play it. Yeah, we'll see it way before. But no, I give it a yay. I think that's actually really cool. We're going to move on to our fourth topic, and that is X-Men Days of Future Past released their first trailer. Now, this trailer was shown at San Diego Comic-Con this summer or last summer, and anyone who was in Hall H got to see it. The amazing Hall H that got all the awesome footage.
It's also they also said that it was this is a different trailer. It's just modified certain scenes.
Yeah, but it's the same trailer.
Yeah,
it just added a couple scenes.
Okay.
Anyway, but weeks ago they had a. Oh wow, that's clever. They actually had a 30-second trailer, just like how Captain America did, which was leading up to the fact they were going to release the big trailer. Because now we have trailers for trailers.
Yay!
But I think this was worth it. It's lacking action because obviously they haven't gotten to that point in production yet. But I mean, you have Patrick Stewart, and no matter what he says, I mean, he could give me the most terrible racial slur ever, and I'd be like, wow, that was awesome. Could you say it again? But no, it was just really cool, and I'm excited for it. Yeah, but we'll get to that later. Zeb, yay or nay for the trailer for Days of Future Past?
Gosh. I'm actually going to give it a nay because it didn't really live up to what I was expecting of it. I know that's kind of awkward saying that about a trailer, seeing as how, it's not going to be exemplifying everything out of the movie. But I just felt like while it did show me more than that little 6-second clip thing did, it just didn't speak to me too much. I still don't know everything that's going on there besides at this point, from what I understand, Wolverine is being sent back to stop everything that's happened in the events of X-Men 1 through 3. Like, he's going to make it right between Magneto and Xavier.
Bad cinema.
Yeah, I know, right? But I don't know. It just didn't really seem to strike me too much. Like, the only part that I really liked was when we saw Trask. Like, for a split second, you see Trask. And then there's just some, like, oh man, look, there's Beast screaming at some people. Oh, there's Mystique doing her change into another person thing that we've seen 100 times already. Here's Magneto being Magneto. Oh. Here's Wolverine. Oh. Like, we only get to, like, the things that I really wanted to see, we only saw for split seconds, which were, like, Bishop. You only see Bishop for, like, a split second, and bam, gone. It's like, but I like Bishop. I was told Bishop was going to be in this. I really wanted to see Bishop.
The same thing with Angel.
Oh, yeah, like what they did with Angel. It's like, come on, guys. You say that we're going to see all this really awesome stuff, and then you show it for like 3 seconds and say, oh, you saw it. We didn't actually lie. We just kind of misled you on how much you're going to see of these things you really love. So I'm going to give it a nay for right now because it just didn't speak to me as much as I wish it had. It just looks like another, we are just shoving out more Wolverine thing. Mm-hmm. I like Wolverine. I really do. And I'm probably going to see it and enjoy it because I like Wolverine. But I want to see more. I want to enjoy other characters too. So it's an A for me right now.
Yeah. Addison, yay or nay?
I give it a hesitant yay. I feel like all they did was show a lot of old Xavier, young Xavier, old Magneto, young Magneto, and Wolverine, and then they showed a lot of different characters, which I feel like you're gonna see them all in the trailers, but then when it comes down to the movie, they're not gonna show those characters that a lot of people want to see. I can't remember all their names, but yeah, I feel like they're just gonna be in passing reference, and everyone's just gonna be all mad about it. And I did want to see more Bishop because Bishop does have a really important role in Days of Future Past, and it's it seems like it's just pushing it down to, oh, Wolverine, it's up to you again to save us again. So, but I mean, it looks cool. The music was really music was good. Yeah, music was good. It got to you in your core, and it was. I give it a hesitant yay for right now.
Oh, I'm gonna get a full yay. I thought the trailer was really good, especially since that it's not done. They haven't got to that point of the effects yet. The music was awesome. I feel like the relationship that we're gonna see between Patrick Stewart and what's his name? Oh, what is his name?
What, Logan? Or
no, the guy who plays young Xavier. Frick.
Young Xavier guy.
Yeah, he was in Wanted.
Oh, right. Shoot.
I know his name. I did. Wait for it, guys.
Sir Ian McKellen looked cool.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
James Avery?
Really? Oh, James McAvoy.
Yeah, McAvoy. Yeah.
Wow, James McAvoy. Anyway, we're gonna cut that part out.
I know, right?
So anyway, James McAvoy and his relationship with Patrick Stewart looks really cool. I mean, we were talking earlier, and I can see Professor X talking to Logan and leaving him this message to give to young Xavier, obviously. And I think that's all gonna be cool. There's one thing I don't like in the trailer, and that was when you see James McAvoy yell, "I don't want your future!" I don't know where that thick accent came from. Like, I know he had an accent, but I don't understand why it was so. I don't know. Maybe it will change. But yeah, I'm excited for this trailer. It's a strong A for me. I'm excited to see what the next one's going to look like, especially since we'll probably see some Sentinel fights.
Oh my god, that's another thing I really wanted to see in this.
Yeah, I don't want to be the shadow or the eyelights of a Sentinel, and then the head falling. But in my mind, so this continuity says, hey, the Sentinels exist, but they weren't that big of a deal until now, because apparently they had it in the Danger Room when they were training in X3. So I don't know. The continuity in X-Men kind of sucks. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a yay. And this leads us to our final topic for tonight, and that is kind of a cinema related, or not cinema, but it relates to X-Men Days of Future Past. In the movie X-Men Days of Future Past, they have casted, sorry, Evan Peters, who is in American Horror Story, and he was also one of the friends in Kick-Ass. But they've casted him as Quicksilver. Now, meanwhile, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they have also casted a Quicksilver, and they have casted Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played Kick-Ass in 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, I'll get to mine. I really don't like him, but basically they're saying, hey, we're gonna have two Quicksilvers. They are not the same person. Because he's going to appear in Age of Ultron, the Aaron Taylor Johnson, but he cannot reference Magneto. He cannot reference himself being a mutant. He cannot reference, being an X-Men, and vice versa. In Days of Future Past, Evan Peters cannot reference, being an Avenger. His sister Wanda, it's just like they split this character down the middle, so it's almost like just get over it. I mean,
God,
it's stupid. Or the fact is, drop him. Like I would. We'll just get to me later. Zeb, yay or nay for the fact that we have 2 Quicksilvers and 2 separate cinematic universes?
Oh, I'm gonna give it a yay because I kind of like Quicksilver. I mean, it's kind of odd to like a speedster because they're kind of like one-trick ponies, but I've been wanting to see how cinema is gonna execute a faster than sound character, because they kind of do that. They've not really, well, no, excuse me, they've not really done that with Superman yet. Like, he's never really just flown faster than sound yet. He's flown fast, but not like, I break the sound barrier fast like the Flash or Quicksilver can. I also want to see how they do the character, because Quicksilver has been evil at points. So I'm wondering if they're gonna because he was part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants in the beginning before he finally joined the Avengers, because his sister Wanda he joined the Avengers at one point because his sister Wanda made him better, depending on which continuity you're reading. But anyway, I want to see if they're going to have him start out as a bad guy, or have his past be like he was a bad guy at one point or something like that. Just like, where does he come from? Because they're going to have to do that twice in both the Avengers continuity and the X-Men continuity. It's going to be really strange.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Avengers is going to have a harder time determining where he came from than the X-Men is, because X-Men's pretty simple. He's just son of Magneto and or part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And then in Age of Ultron, it's like, where did this guy come from? Oh no.
He just has superpowers.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going to give it a yay because I want to see it play out. I think it's cool that we finally get a speedy character. But I am super hesitant because it's going to be hard for them to explain his existence in the Avengers. So that's my 2 cents.
All right. Addison, yay or nay for 2 Quicksilvers?
I'm going to give it a nay. I think that of all the Marvel characters in the universe, why would you go to so much trouble for Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch? I would have much rather seen, just anyone else be put into the Avengers. I would much rather see Quicksilver in Days of Future Past, so then you can just, just completely focus on that character instead of having all these rules like, oh, you can't talk about this, this, and this, and you can talk about that, but not this. But I do like Aaron Taylor Johnson, even though I'm not a fan of Kick-Ass. I do think he's a pretty talented actor, and I think he probably play a good Quicksilver. We don't know yet, but yeah, I give it a nay. But and back to what Zeb said, I think they said he was an Avenger first, and then they just changed to, oh, you guys are actually children of Magneto. So I think he was an Avenger.
Okay.
I think they were Avengers first, and then they decided to make him. What the heck?
Yeah. I can't remember when I first read the Quicksilver characters, so depending, because in X-Men Unlimited? No, God, what was that TV show?
X-Men Evolution.
X-Men Evolution. Like he was part of the Brotherhood, and in certain comics, yeah, it's just I can't even remember anymore. Oh well.
All right, my turn. I'm gonna give it an A because I don't think that we should have two separate universes with two separate characters. That's like saying, well, actually, that's a lie. If we could pull two different Wolverines, I'd be happy because then we might get our big, broly, not attractive Wolverine in the Avengers. But
Our
I think
4'10"
Yeah.
Wolverine that just mauls people.
Hulk versus Wolverine movie.
But I don't want there to be two Quicksilvers. I feel like if he belongs anywhere, he should be in the X-Men movie. Because that just makes more sense. Because I mean, he's a mutant first of all, and you can't. I don't want them to dance around the idea that he's a mutant, or even tease to us, "Oh, we're not going to say mutant because we know that right belongs to Fox News." I think that's stupid, and it doesn't make sense that. Yeah, I don't know. Just where would they come from? How to make up a story for them would just be annoying. And like Addison said, there are so many different people we could have put in this movie instead. We could have brought in Wasp. We could have brought in Vision. We could have brought in, Luke Cage. We could have brought in Iron Fist. We could have brought in. I could keep going. Literally, we could keep going because everyone's been an Avenger at some point, I think. And for me, I don't really like, Aaron Taylor Johnson. And Addison said that he's a talented actor. Well, let me read off a couple things that he's been in, and you guys can tell me yeah or nay if you've seen these movies. Anna Karina.
No.
Savages, The Interrogations.
No.
Savages. Albert Noobs. Nobes.
Mm-mm.
Chat Room.
Nope.
I Shouldn't Be Alive.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, that's a TV series. He was in.
Still didn't see it.
Yeah. Nowhere Boy. The Greatest.
No.
These are all foreign films, right?
Most of them are, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. So, I mean, I don't think he has any. And even in Kick-Ass, he didn't even do a decent job. He just got his butt kicked over and over again. And he went, if I want to see someone get their butt kicked, I just watch UFC. At least that's more believable. Granted, I wasn't a fan of Kick-Ass, so I might be taking that out on him. But either way, I'm not interested in him being Quicksilver. I think this younger, because he doesn't look like, he actually is ripped now, and, he probably will play a confident character in the Avengers movie, but I feel like in Days of Future Past, Evan Peters has a good job playing this, like, unsure, nervous character, and that's what Pietro is. Pietro is unsure of himself because he's always trying to live up to his father's expectations. And, he's trying to live up to his father's expectations, but still has to have his sister's love in a weird, very, very weird way. But I'm going to give this an A because I'd rather only see one Quicksilver, only follow one Quicksilver bio instead of, splitting this character down the middle.
Right.
It's like a divorce, You can keep some things, I'll keep the other. But we can
it's
never have them together.
Be the same.
It'll never be the same until you're 18. Then you get to pick which side you go to. Which should be coming up soon. Pretty soon Marvel will buy everything back. But yeah, those were our 5 topics of the day. So thanks for listening. As always, I'm Anthony.
I'm Zeb.
I'm Addison.
And remember, everybody, Han shot first. Did you say that last week?
Yeah.
No one's going to listen to yours. Han shot first.
Or we could say, never underestimate the B team. I don't know.
Or Avengers West Coast, Spider-Man shot sideways. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, God.
There goes our West Coast viewers.